The Rise and Shine Report is brought to you by Subway Restaurants. Get into your morning routine with a trip to Subway. Subway, think fresh, eat fresh.
Well, not a bad start to the day. We are going to be seeing a little bit of sunshine. Temperatures relatively mild. You can keep that winter parka in the closet for at least one more day. We're looking at -1 through Orangeville as well as Kitchener and Brantford for the morning. Temperatures around 2 degrees for Toronto, 0 through Newmarket and 1 through Oshawa. Anywhere else throughout southern Ontario, relatively close to seasonal. We're looking at -2 through Windsor and 3 degrees in Kingston. Good morning. It's Tuesday. It is January the 14th. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. Despite the cold and yucky and slippery weather, we're really trying to keep a positive attitude about winter around here.
Yeah, spring is in less than 2 months.
Yeah, that's good news.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people are heading south just to get a little break from winter.
Yeah.
Me being one of them.
Yes, you are.
This time next month.
Yep.
Anyways.
Yes, you are.
Let's take a look at our current temperatures. It's actually not bad. Take that winter parka and shove it to the very back of the closet and grab out that fall coat. We're actually quite mild. Our temperatures have risen in the last 20 minutes.
And this is our high for the day, by the way. It goes down from here to 1s and 0s, and so the cooler air is starting to settle in. We're going to see, of course, some sunshine, which will melt still a little bit of that snow and ice around your property and on the sidewalks.
I will hold on to the snow because the snow covers up the mud, which is underneath it, which is gross.
It is gross.
So I'll hold on to the snow, but the ice, that is a completely different ballgame.
There are people falling all over the place. I mean, I heard tons of responses yesterday by ambulance for people falling. So you've really got to be careful. If you can get these little studs, I have some studs that I wear in my boots. Boy, do they ever help. Walking around.
Good to know. Right, well, rivers and streams have been a bit of an issue because of all the rain and all of the runoff and all the melt, so they're still hazardous throughout the day today. So the day before I did, and it was sheer ice everywhere I went. So for those of you that are actually scraping the ice off your sidewalk, dog walkers around Canada, thank you. Because you get to that one house and they've got their sidewalk all plowed, and then you get to the next one and they don't. A huge difference. All right, snowfall on the way tonight. It's going to be very light as the first of 3 clippers moves in through southern Ontario. We'll talk about that in your long range, but first, here's Tom.
Forecast.
Well, tonight we do have that snow on the way, that clipper moving in, giving us about 2 to 5 centimeters locally throughout the GTA. We're looking at 0 tomorrow, a few scattered flurries holding on. Thursday overnight and into Friday, next clipper moving through. Temperatures on Friday are going to be a little milder, and then we return to more seasonal values by the weekend. Stuck in the mountains and the extra headache this town in Washington is dealing with. It's been going on for 4 weeks, and now this town in Washington is wondering what it will cost to clean up a massive mudslide. Whatever it turns out to be, they're almost certain they can't afford it. The main road is now buried, leaving 100 people isolated. And with an ongoing stream of rocks, mud, and trees, cleanup is 1 step forward, 2 steps back. Mild weather is still with us. I'll tell you all about that within the next 20 minutes. But winter is making a return visit to the... How would you like to never shovel a sidewalk again? Saskatoon is working on it. Jacqueline Whittle tells us all about that.
Hi, I'm Jacqueline Whittle. Snow and ice-covered sidewalks are a hazard to pedestrians across much of Canada.
Technical hurdle.
Thanks, Jacqueline. All right, we'll take a look at your long-range forecast coming up in just a few moments. But first, here's Tom Reynolds with traffic. Are you enjoying the mild air throughout southern Ontario? Yesterday, the city of Toronto hit a high of 7.5. It felt almost spring-like. We're calling it around here the winter mission. I've got a couple of pictures to show you of the intense melting that's been happening in and around the area. Take a look at this picture from Muskoka. Just a little bit of melt. Look at the snowbanks in comparison. Now, this is the before and this is the after the weekend. So these pictures were taken Sunday and into Monday. And as you can see, a lot of areas, the melt is on. You can actually see the patio in Ajax now. Looks pretty good. All these pictures have been tweeted into us, by the way, at Weather Network, or you can always tweet me at EmilyTWN. Looks like a collapsed cake, Friday versus Monday. There's Friday, and there's Monday. Huge difference and the amount of snow that we're seeing these days. Now, even though it has been mild, I threw out a question on Facebook. What would you rather? Would you rather sand or would you rather snow? Tom and I are kind of having this consistent argument about people loving winter and not so much. But you'd be surprised at a lot of answers. A lot of people said sand. Cliff said sand. Steven said sand. Jay said, if you're paying for the sand, I'll take the sand. If not, I will stick with the free snow. See, there's optimism at its best. Lee said after over a month of cold on the prairies, sand. And Bonnie said everything in moderation is nice. We live in the best country in the world. And you know what, Bonnie? I tend to agree. But we do have more snow on the way. So for those of you that chose snow, we do have 2 to 5 centimeters coming in tonight. So tomorrow morning's commute could be a little tricky. Speaking of commute, here's Tom with traffic. Hi there, good morning. It's Tuesday. It is January the 14th. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. Temperatures, well, a little on the mild side this morning, and they will cool down just in time for the weekend.
Yeah, the good news is it's not going to be as cold as was initially forecast.
True. We're not going to be feeling like the minus teens. We're still going to be feeling like minus 10, minus 11.
Well, I'm all for that. Yeah. Good stuff.
All right, well, Kevin Yard, he joins us live in Pickering this morning. And Kevin, I have to say, it's nice to not see you all bundled up with the toque and the hood and the gloves and the hot paws and everything. You look like you're almost dressed for fall or spring this morning. Thanks, Kevin. Well, we are going to be seeing some snow. We've got a series of clippers that are going to be moving through southern Ontario this week. And tonight is the first one. We could see anywhere from 2 to 5 centimeters of snow. So this could leave your Wednesday morning commute a little bit of a tricky one. You might want to plan to give yourself a little bit of extra travel time tomorrow. Speaking of your commute, Tom, do you have any major delays to let us know about?
I do. Yeah, we got
Doesn't look too bad. Temperatures are still going to be cold over the weekend, but not as cold as initially forecast. We're seeing a daytime high of 0 for tomorrow, but keep in mind we do have that clipper moving through tonight, giving us a little bit of snow, anywhere from 2 to 5 centimeters. By Thursday, we're looking at -3. Friday, back up to 1, but we do have another clipper over the weekend hitting us on Sunday. Temperatures feeling a little closer to seasonal. Good morning. It's Tuesday. It's the 14th of January. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. Please be careful as you're heading out this morning because it is very slippery underfoot. We were showing video of kids kind of going through the park on their way to class in Toronto. Sheer ice.
Well, it really is treacherous out there. I know a lot of people were falling yesterday. I've already heard some people falling today. So the potential for slipping and sliding is still there. So just take it easy.
Now, we do have some snow on the way. We've got a series of clippers that are going to be making their way through southern Ontario and up towards Prairie Sound and in through the Nickel Belt. They're going to see anywhere from 5 to 10 centimeters. But for us, trace amounts. But as we know, Tom, just enough to make tomorrow morning's commute a slick one.
It could be interesting tomorrow for the drive, but we'll be here to guide you through it. Right now, we are seeing go delays on the Berry line, by the way. We have a pedestrian been hit.
Okay, we'll get to more of those details in a moment. But first, let's check in with Kevin Yard. He's in Pickering this morning. And Kevin, are you finding it a little dicey underfoot?
Yeah.
Thanks, Kevin. I'm going to have all the details on your long-range forecast coming up in just a few moments. We'll talk about the cool down for the weekend and the series of clippers moving through southern Ontario. But first, here's Tom with an update on your commute.
Emily?
Not bad. Temperatures staying mild again for another day. Tomorrow, we're looking at a daytime high of 0. We do have that snow on the way tonight, so keep that in mind. Tomorrow morning's commute, a little slick. -3 for Thursday, 1 for Friday, another clipper coming in. We're going to see a little bit more snow over the weekend. Temperatures, they're cooling down. We're talking minus single digits, feeling even colder when you factor in the wind chill for Saturday, looking like it's going to feel closer to -8. Impressive looking snowfall, even by Prairie standards. Stuck in the mountains and the extra headache this town in Washington is dealing with. It's been going on for 4 weeks, and now this town in Washington is wondering what it will cost to clean up a massive mudslide. Mild weather is still with us, so I'll tell you all about that within the next 20 minutes. But winter is making a return visit to the prairies. All right, we're not seeing 20 centimeters of snow, but we are going to see a little bit tonight. We'll talk more about that in your long range. But first, let's check in with Kevin Yard. He joins us in Pickering, Ontario this morning. And Kevin, I know it's a little dicey underfoot. How are the roads getting there? It's been going on for 4 weeks, and now this town in Washington is wondering. We're now going to check in with Kevin Yard. He joins us in beautiful Pickering, Ontario. And Kevin, slippery on the road, slippery underfoot. You should get those little spikes on the bottom of your shoes like Tom was talking about. Good morning. It's Tuesday. It is the 14th of January. Thanks for joining us. I'm getting lost in my days.
It's the 14th.
My brain's frozen.
All right.
It's the 14th.
It should be thawing out your brain.
You would think.
Well, yeah, it's plus temperatures, you know.
Well, I know. We're a little bit above seasonal.
There you go. You're just thinking about going on vacation.
Maybe a little.
That's what the problem is.
All right, well, Kevin is joining us in beautiful Pickering, Ontario this morning. And Kevin, a lot of people finally getting out and about again with these milder temperatures. Things are starting to melt, but still, even dog walking, I understand what this gentleman is going through. It's probably a little bit on the slick side for him.
That's good.
Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, Charlie. All right, snowfall amounts for tonight. We do have a clipper moving through southern Ontario. We're looking at general amounts of about 2 to 5 centimeters, just enough to make your morning commute a little on the slick side. And we'll talk more about that coming up in your long range. But first, today's commute with Tom.
A dog walker with a dog talker. So there you go. Forecast up and down and then up and then down. Where's it going?
Just for you, Tom, it's going down. I know you love the cold. We're looking at 0 for tomorrow and then -3 for Thursday. Clipper coming in tonight into tomorrow morning. Watch out, your morning commute could be a little dicey. Getting into this weekend, if you're looking for a little bit of summer, in winter, the boat show is on in Toronto. So get away from all the snow on Sunday. Saturday, we're looking at -3, but feeling closer to -8 when you factor in the wind chill. Hi there. Thank you so much for joining us. It is Tuesday. It is January the 14th. Temperatures, yeah, they're going to continue like this for a little while. You like roller coasters, though.
I don't mind roller coasters.
See?
I don't like seesaws.
Up,
it's been
down,
a seesaw.
Up,
Yeah, I know.
No, it's been a roller coaster, Tom. That was my analogy.
I know. Anyway, either way, it's getting a little colder, but it's not getting as cold as it was supposed to.
No, we're not going to hit the -teens, which
Yay.
is good. We're going to join Kevin Yard right now. He's in Pickering. And Kevin, this is the second dog walker you've come across this morning. And what are they thinking about the conditions underfoot? Is it still really, really slippery?
No, okay. You can shake them.
It helps if they sit down before they lift up their paw, Kevin. Just a little tip. Okay, 2 to 5 centimeters for tonight and into tomorrow. This is the first of 3 clippers that are going to be moving in through southern Ontario throughout the week. Second one coming on later on in the week, and the third one coming in on the weekend. And we'll talk more about those temperatures coming up in just a moment. But first, Tom, what's going on the roads?
Well, we got in pretty good shape as well. The long range. Well, how's it look? The seesaw or is it the roller coaster?
I'm going to say a little bit of both. We're going to go down tomorrow to 0 and then even further down to -3 for Thursday. Keep in mind, we do have that clipper through the overnight tonight, which is going to bring us about 2 to 5 centimeters of snow. Tomorrow morning's commute could be a little slick. We go back up to 1 on Friday and then back down on Saturday to seasonal. It's been going on for 4 weeks, and now this town in Washington is wondering what it will cost. Mild weather is still with us, so I'll tell you all about that within the next 20 minutes. But winter is making a return visit to the prairies. All right, we're going to join Kevin Yard now. He's in beautiful Pickering, Ontario this morning, and we do have a little bit of snow away for tonight, certainly not 20 centimeters, and I think that'll just add to the slippery conditions we're seeing. Isn't that right, Kevin? Kevin Yard joins us this morning in Pickering, Ontario. And Kevin, I know you've seen a lot of people out and about taking advantage of this mild air, but I know it is a little bit slippery, but I don't think that little guy minds too much, does he? Hi there, good morning. It's Tuesday. It is January the 14th. Thanks so much for joining us here at the Weather Network. I just did another hit and I almost said July instead of January. I was this close.
It's wishful thinking.
Is that what it is?
And it's the 14th, correct?
Yes, it's the 14th.
Okay, the 14th, halfway through the month of January. Yeah. Winter is only about 2 months more.
Just give or take.
Give or take. Plus or minus a few days.
But you know, temperatures have not been anything really to complain about. It has been very slick underfoot, however. Kevin is joining us in Pickering and just about wiped out. Kevin, you need those little spikes on the bottom of your shoes that Tom has.
Spikes, they're great.
Thanks, Kevin. Be very careful. You know, you kind of have to waddle on ice like that. All right, temperatures are going to be cold enough tonight that we are going to see some snow as this clipper moves in, 2 to 5 centimeters, enough to make your morning commute tomorrow pretty slick. Talk about your commute today. Here's Tom. 0 for tomorrow, but don't forget we do have that snow coming in tonight, about 2 to 5 centimeters through much of the GTA. Then by Thursday, we're looking at -3, feeling like -10. Yeah, that's the time we're going to bring back out the winter jacket. By Friday, we're looking at a high of 1, feeling like -4, so a little milder. And then Saturday, some sunshine, and we are going to see a little bit more snow moving in through the Toronto area. For the weekend, if you want a little bit of summer in winter, head to the Toronto Boat Show. It's happening all weekend long. Good morning. It's Tuesday. It is January the 14th. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thank you so much for joining us this morning here on the Weather Network. Temperatures have literally been a roller coaster. We're going to cool off and then warm back up again and cool off and warm back up again. It's really been that freeze-thaw cycle that is making us maybe long for spring. Yeah, take a look at this. It was gray. It was kind of mid. Good for not wearing winter boots, but bad for the ice. Look at that. So slick underfoot. Very dangerous conditions if you're not careful. It's best to walk on the sidewalk, not through the park, even if I know there's probably a path there, but still. Put a little summer into your winter? Yes, please. So we've got some sunshine in the forecast for today. Yay. But it's going to be short-lived once this clipper moves in. We'll start to see some cloud cover later on this afternoon and in through this evening. The snow will develop through the overnight and then track its way east throughout the better part of the day tomorrow. But it is going to leave behind anywhere between 2 to 5 centimeters of snow. So not a significant amount, but enough to make your Wednesday morning commute a little slick. It's going to be a little tricky. Maybe now think about giving yourself some extra travel time. Temperatures into our long range, we're looking at 0 for tomorrow, -3 for Thursday. By Friday, we're back up to 1, back down to -3 for Saturday, and feeling closer to -8 when you factor in the wind. Sunday, Monday, it's looking cold as well. But again, we've got the boat show on, so go warm up inside. Looking at -2, feeling like -9, and then Monday -2, -8. And we should be around -2 for this time of year, so we are just going to be closer to seasonal. For Hamilton in the next couple of days, we're looking at -1 for tomorrow, mix of sun and cloud, -3 for Thursday, but cool. Feeling like -11 when you factor in the winds. Friday, light snow, -1, and then into Saturday, we're looking at a mix of sun and cloud and temperatures feeling like the minus double digits when you factor in the wind for the weekend. It's coming up in just a few moments. Good morning. It is Tuesday. It's January the 14th. I'm Emily Vukovic. Temperatures have really been a roller coaster these last few days, and that trend is going to continue, but we're going to get closer to seasonal values, and I'll talk about that in just a few moments. We have Kevin Yard joining us in Pickering this morning, and Kevin, I know it's very slippery underfoot, but that's not stopping people from getting out and about like this lovely lady and 3 babies.
It's also like, wake up! They're allowed to sleep this morning. She's
Wave. Bye. Okay, back inside to you guys.
Thanks, Kevin. So cute. That stroller is impressive. All right, well, today we're going to see a daytime high of 1, 2 to 5 centimeters, -1 through the overnight, feeling closer to -6. Bundle up if you're heading out. Here's a look at the snowfall forecast. Areas further north up towards the Nickel Belt, that's where they could see 5 to 10. But for us, trace amounts, but just enough to make tomorrow's morning commute a little bit of a slick one. We're looking at a daytime high tomorrow of 0, dropping to -3 for Thursday. And with the wind, it's going to feel much cooler. It'll feel like -10 when you factor that in. Now, this has been weeks in the making. 100 people stranded in Washington state. Coming up, we'll tell you what's happening there.